Hello, welcome to 80 Days of Writing with yours truly, Alexis Marie Chute, author of Expecting Sunshine and the new novel Above the Star. I've got notes sticking out of here. New novel Above the Star. So I just wanted to talk a little bit today about getting started with a creative project. So many people write a book on their bucket list, or maybe it is take up the hobby of painting or sculpting, or get into dance, or learn to play an instrument. And all of these creative pursuits definitely take time and energy and sometimes motivation when we don't even feel we have any motivation left. And it's much easier to turn on YouTube or turn on Netflix and just zone out. I've been there. I think I probably am there right now. Creativity is a beautiful, passionate expression of who we are as people, and it can make us come to life. But life is also busy and full of responsibilities and obligations and things we have to do. And so it's easy to get burnt out. It's easy to lose energy and feel like you have nothing left to give your creative pursuits. But I do want to encourage you that, you know what, maybe you are worth, I believe you are worth, not maybe, you are worth taking the time to express the creative ideas that have come to you. So many people have writing a book on their bucket list. Maybe it is not a book, maybe it's any kind of creative pursuit, but it's something that you've had in your heart for a long time, something that would bring you joy. I think just being out and living in the world, it is so easy for us to get ideas. So maybe there's an idea that is sitting in the back burner of your mind that you would really love to get out onto paper, and you're not sure how to even get started. Well, I just want to give a few of my tips for getting started, and this can be for any kind of creative project. And these are little things that are super obvious and yet just a brief little guideline and plan for how you can take what is bubbling up in your heart and use it to help replenish you so that you're not burnt out, so that you feel you experience this creative breakthrough that I talked about in the last video that I posted. So today is day 55 of my 80 days of writing. I've got 25 days left to finish and reach my goal. I think it's a great time to stop and talk about how to get started. All right, so tip number 1, here it is. Have an idea. And if you don't have an idea of what you want to do, go online and search writing prompts or ideas for art projects or easy guitar songs to play when you only know 3 chords. So get started with something. I'm sure that you have some idea. I have friends who are not even writers, and you know, they have told me, I know of one girlfriend, she told me this idea she had, and I was like, wow, that's a cool idea. And she just needs to sit down and start writing and see where that writing takes her. But you can't produce anything or do anything if you don't have a little spark of an idea. And that's where writing prompts or art prompts or creativity prompts can come in handy. You just Google it and you come up with some interesting ideas to get you started. So for example, I teach a class called Creativity to Heal and Empower. And in this class, we do a bit of a fiction writing exercise. And I think it's like 3 or 4 different prompts. And one of them is, you're walking along the beach and your toe bangs into something and you start to dig and you realize there's a briefcase there. You dig it up, and when you open it, inside you find ... And this is just a simple little prompt, something to get people's imaginations going, something to get the wheels turning and give a place to begin. So I've had people write responses to that saying, you know, a trunk full of money, and then they start to get chased by the mafia, or a note to a mysterious place, or, you know, all these different things that you can just come up with when you just sit down and you let your mind and your imagination flow. So that's number 1. Here's number 2. Set aside time. Time to write, time to do any creative pursuit that you want to do. It's just like exercise. We can have grand notions of getting in shape, but if you don't actually put your feet to the pavement and run, or jump in the pool and swim, you're not going to lose that weight. You're not going to get in shape. And so it's the same with creativity. Even though, we have this novel idea of like an artist just getting inspired and then rushing to the studio and painting, it doesn't work like that. We've got jobs, we've got kids, we've got commitments. And so scheduling time to do your creative pursuit is right up there at the top. Right after having an idea, we need to structure our life so that we can let our ideas grow and flourish. All right, number 3. This is where you set yourself a very specific goal. Maybe it is creating one painting in an afternoon. Or maybe it is, for me, my goal is to write 2,000 words a day. I've kind of been failing at that a little bit over the summer. The summer is just challenging for me for a whole plethora of reasons. But 2,000 words is my goal. So even if I get 1,000 or 1,500 words, I have not reached my goal, but I still feel like I had something to shoot for. And if I didn't have that goal, I might have only gotten 500 words done. And this novel writing experience would have taken 160 days, twice as long than my 80 days of writing. So set yourself a goal. Maybe it is that you're going to go dancing once a week and just let your inner mambo mama be free. Whatever it looks like for you, have a goal so you know what you're aiming for. All right, number 4. Be disciplined. I sound like I'm a school teacher, like do your homework, get your assignments done on time. But really, being disciplined is a gift we give ourselves. It might feel like torture at the time. I know for me, I'm trying to get back into my running. I love running. And yet when the alarm goes off in the morning, I'm thinking like, why am I doing this to myself? But it is a gift I'm giving to myself, that precious time to go out and run all alone with no distractions. And that's the same thing with any kind of creative pursuit. No matter what you're putting your heart into, you have to be disciplined. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Even though I'm doing 80 days of writing, and I've done NaNoWriMo, which is write a novel in 30 days, and I've done 3-day novel contest, which is literally a sprint, is to write a novella in 3 days over the September long weekend. Even though I've done these things, which feel like a sprint, the life of a creative spirit is more of an endurance. It is about incorporating who we are, our creativity, our childlike curiosity into everything we do every single day. And so being disciplined means putting ourselves first sometimes. And that can sound like selfishness when we've got little kids like I do. I've got an 8, a 6, and a 2-year-old. It can feel selfish to be like, no, I'm closing the door. You guys can take care of yourself. Not the 2-year-old. But maybe it means giving him an hour of TV and being like, you know what, that is okay. That's what I need to do to cherish and protect this special time for myself. So it's not going to be easy. The world is going to encroach on our really special private time, our creative time in many ways. The groceries need to get bought, whatever, like we've got deadlines with work. All these things need to be put into check, and we need to protect what is just so sacred to us in our lives. Okay, last one, number 5. Tell our friends, tell our family. It is important not necessarily to tell them our idea or our word count goal, because sometimes ideas change, sometimes our goals change, sometimes we can't reach that 2,000 words a day. We don't need guilt trips from other people. But it means letting our friends and family, our community, know what we're up to. And this gives us, number 1, accountability. Number 2, someone to talk to, or multiple people to talk to when we're feeling like maybe we're failing every day and we just need to vent. Or maybe we're having successes and we just want to share that euphoric feeling with other human beings. And it's also important for them to know that you are guarding and protecting this really special time. It is important to know that for them to know that when you've closed the door, it means please do not come back for the next hour. I need no distractions. I need food left at the threshold of the door so that I can sustain myself as I'm pushing through with something I'm really passionate about. So those are the 5 things that I have used time and time again when I start any creative project, when I need to let loose this wild artsy fartsy girl inside of me. So I hope that those 5 ways can help you. And please comment below if you have any other ideas, or if you try these out and they work for you or don't work for you, let me know. Thank you for joining with me on day 55 of my 80 days of writing. Oh yeah, I wrote almost 3,000 words today. I did my writing before recording this video. And man, it feels good. And I'm excited to write another 3,000 tomorrow and then the day after that. I'm going to reach my 80,000 word goal during these 80 days of writing. And I'm excited for you to be along with me on the way. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my e-news at alexismariechute.com/contact. And if you have not yet picked up a copy of Above the Star, please do so. I would immensely appreciate you reading, sharing, and writing a review for Amazon and Goodreads. All right, I wish you an amazing, blissful, and creative day.